Yeah. Nubians. All right. The first civilization, the first cities, first roads, first homes, first place of business, first place of praying, civilization known to human history is Nubians. Nubians are the first people. Nubians, civilizations is not just in Africa. It's in South America. It's in North America. It's in Europe, but Europe was another name. Asia. All these places, Nubians was already had civilizations. All America has Nubians pyramids in America. In our states, it's pyramids that Nubians built. And the pyramids that America has, North America has, is older than any pyramid in Egypt. Any one of them. So that means that Nubians was the first known to humans was in North America. So if you ever hear somebody saying go back to Africa, they's a straight idiot. Because Nubians was in North America, first civilization. Before you even say a red Indian, Cherokee, anything. Nubians. Now Nubians is usually is colored people. People of color, because you basically are they are sun people. People that can, move around in the sun, do things in the sun all day. That's how they socialize. That's what they doing. So they growing everything. And how Nubians operate is, see, you don't need to have currency. You don't need to have money when your word is real and true. You don't need to have money. It was about trading. It was about one person having this and another person having that. And when you have too much of this and that, you can trade for this, do that, and get that. That's what it was. So money came in, paper, all that money came in later. That's why people debate about the money, because nobody even knows who owned the money and all that bullshit. But civilizations was actually through trading. People would trade it with each other. And the Nubians is still, to this day, Nubians are creators. You know what I'm saying? But most people don't know, who are Nubians. How can you know you're a Nubian? It's the way you eat, it's the way you think. It's not about a color. You can say, oh, then that nigga black as a motherfucker, he must be a Nubian. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he could be burnt. You know? Shit crazy. But yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a each one teach one lifestyle. It's a you fuck with me, I fuck with you kind of shit. but it's about your word. Because if your word is good, you can go to a nigga who got some bread, and he gonna give it to you because your word is good. And that's the way people don't understand. They in a whole nother system. They trying to live a life that's not them. First of all, is they trying to win a life that's created for you to lose. But they create what you thought that you can do. You can't do these things because there's red tapes with it, and it's tricks, and it's traps. But you could keep their system the way it is and create a whole nother system, Nubian system. Nubian system. Nubian system, what they call a Nubian system, is living off the fat of the land. You dig what I'm saying? Basically farm everything. So, you know what I'm saying? People gonna always need to eat. Farm won't always be a great job. But then, you have people, but when you eat right, you live right. You live longer when you eat right, but it still come to a point, you know what I'm saying? Well, you just gotta collectively, you gotta kind of. It's crazy, but it's so simple, so simple. But people don't understand about the history. They think that everybody came to America on a slave ship, and that's not true. When Christopher Columbus came over here, and he wasn't the first one that came over here, because I think France came over here before he came over here, and it was already civilization. And the civilization that was already there, some people call them Moors, but Moors is Nubians too. Well, Moors is like an organization. Moors is a brotherhood. And Moors is the history of Moors go back so far. They go back to the creation. They took back, going back since they went to every place. That's where every place that they went to, they carved in the rocks. And carving in the rocks, nobody changes that. You have to break that down. Like when you see America and they have the president faces there, they stole that idea from somebody else. Or it could have been faces up there already and they redone it over that faces. You know what I'm saying? But like the Grand Canyon got caves. And inside them caves, they got carving rocks. And they really want to study them now because, they don't want to be stupid and destroy things, and things is carved because of message. And they so busy trying to steal a race that they doing stupid acts and dumbass shit and making the shit get harder than it need to be. But once you're a Nubian on the highest level, then they call that supreme being. Supreme being is Superman, because he gets his energy from the sun. Do you see Superman? Superman have to be in the sun. Superman shoots up in the sky. He had to be the sun. Everything, you know what I'm saying? From the energy of the sun. That's a Nubian. Superman wouldn't be pale. Ain't nobody pale going toward no damn sun. Anybody pale is trying to get up on the rock. Caves. Rock. Caves. It's about Then Indians is Nubians too, but Indians is red men. That's man, that's hundreds of thousands of years later. Hundreds of thousands of years later. They have that. And what's so crazy is proof. It's still proof here. It's still, you don't gotta go out of the country to get this information or get this. You're like, if that's why they don't have black schools and teach black systems, is because once you start going to these places, you seeing the connection, because the people is always going to be the same. The people is never going to change. That's what the system is. The system is because we are really selfish. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Nubian problems are selfish. They're selfish people. And selfish lead to other things. You know what I'm saying? It's like you once you eliminate that, then you get one step going ahead. Maybe two steps. She crazy, man. She crazy. And it's so easy to get out of it because, people don't know. All right, if you an African American and you living in America, you know what I'm saying, and you complaining about your neighborhood, something is really not how it used to be. It's always gonna change because see they policy and they system, they got a system that they need to they have to match the money that they spending. And the money that they saying they spending it, they're not spending it on that because they spending it on something else. And they have to match that they spending it, but what they doing is they flooding it with immigrants. Most of the immigrants don't even know what the fuck is going on. So they like, I don't know, I don't speak English. I don't know, I don't speak English. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's a system that's fucked up, but they know it's gonna be fucked up. But they just don't know. They just weighing it out to see how long they can do it. Nubians, if you're smart, you have to go into a system, and the system, this right here is best fit for retirees. Anybody that's retired, and if you retired and you're comfortable with yourself, happy with yourself. Some people may not have kids. Some people may have kids. Some people may be grandparents. But that's when you go in a system. A system is like you get a big chunk of piece of land. You dig what I'm saying? And you get a chunk of piece of land because you open up a system, and the retirees coming in where you got retiree people that was dentists, maybe a doctor, you know what I'm saying? And you move it to like a community. And the community have different programs with teaching the young folks and the grandkids and stuff like that. And that's actually a better living lifestyle because everything else would be news. That's, oh yeah, that's what's going on in that city. You just got to pull yourself out of the system because clearly they're not going to change their system. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to fight them for their system. That's their system. If that's the way it runs, you got to follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? But now when you create your own system, then that's what it's called, like private communities. Everybody has one, except the African American. So it's not like where you break any rules. The Asian, the Japanese, the Chinese, they had their own neighborhood in America. The Pakistan, the Iraqis, the whatever you want to call them, whatever it is there. They got their own system. You know what I'm saying? And the white folks, they had their system. They started off with their system. But really, their system was created to keep the Indians, you know what I'm saying? Because everything wasn't fighting for. Every piece of land that a white man had in America wasn't a fight for it. Some of them bought it. Some dudes came from England. They got money. They bought land. And they had the right to defend their land. You know what I'm saying? But then some people stole land. Some people fought for land. You know, so that's what that, you know. But that don't mean that. You just got to get your bread up, get your money up. You dig what I'm saying? You know? Get your system working. Shit, you can get, man, upstate New York, you can get 1 acre land for like $1,500. 1 acre land for $1,500. You can do so much with that shit. Container homes and trailer homes, or build your shit straight from the ground, or underground fucking bomb shelter, whatever the fuck you want to do, you nigga. That's your shit, nigga. You can build what the fuck you want to build. But you know what I'm saying? What you got to do is like, it's so many black folks, and see that creates so many jobs. Cause to build a city, it's a lot of fucking work, man. And if you live in the city that you build, make you more prouder. So if you got a community and you got retired people inside there and they want to do this stuff, and you can scream who the hell you want to scream because it's a private goddamn community. Y'all don't even got to eat nobody else's food. Y'all can grow your own shit. And what's so crazy with the technology, you can grow anything. But I don't know if you can get pineapples out this motherfucker, but there's a lot of other shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when you do get into your own community and you want pineapples, it gives you opportunity to trade with overseas. Now we trade with overseas. You say, okay, you got pineapple, and they really need something from you. Say they need cotton, because everybody don't grow cotton. Every America. The reason why America is the best country inside the world, and it's not because of the military. Now I don't want y'all to think they bullying everybody. It ain't about that. America has the best growing soil. All other soils for materials. Like Africa is not soil. Like that's why animals live there. It's not really like, it's not there for like humans. It's not there, but they has metal. Like that heat creates metal, diamonds, and copper, and titanium, and you know, gold, and that's when you go. But when that shit is so crazy, is they be wanting clothes so bad that you can start trading clothes for gold. But they don't let black folks like lead the country. They don't got connections like that. And plus, when Africans come in here, they scared Africans about black folks. Think black folks is crazy. But some black folks is crazy. And some black folks are crazy as a motherfucker. But people need to know the understanding of your heritage and what you're really from. If you're a traveling person, if you can't sit still, you feel you need to be out there, and you love the way the sun feels, and you've been here too long, and you need to move on to the next spot, you're a Nubian. But when you move on, you're supposed to be productive in your movement, like, you know. Even if you spreading positive energy. Cause that be fucking shit up too. People is spreading a lot of negative energy. Tight about whatever the fuck is going on, cause their shit is fucked up all over. They're not creating jobs for you. They constantly lying to you, man. You know what I'm saying? And they want you to fight for something that's really yours. But what you can do is you can abandon that shit. Cause now what's gonna happen is, if, all right, say you let's say New York for instance. I'm gonna take New York state, right? New York has about, in the whole state of New York, it's about 17 million people. 17. I'll give it 18 million people, but it should be less than that. It should be like 17 million people in New York State. And out of 17 million in New York State, 11 million of them is in New York City. Right? Now, The police stat is 20. The black population makes up 23% of New York City. So out of 11 million people, 23% of them are, are black, he's saying. But he's part of fraternity. He's in a fraternity. A fraternity is a system where they go in and they take oath. If you taking an oath over any fucking thing, it's a deep ass secret. And there's penalties for that shit. You don't fucking join them motherfucking shit, nigga, and you gonna break some fucking rules, nigga, you get benefits. It don't go like that. You stay away from the fuck systems like that. You don't deal with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's in the system. And what he's saying is, everything he said, you reverse it. And you usually, 99% of the time, you're gonna be right. Everything they say, if the nigga tell you it's 23% African American in New York, I don't give a fuck what his face says or who this nigga says it. If it comes out his mouth, it is what it is. They are the 23%. If you walk around New York City, if you walk around New York State, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna see no black folks. I don't give a fuck where you think you nigga. You could be walking through the park in 15 minutes from Canada. You see a black nigga back there, probably smoking weed or doing some kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? Yo, black folks is everywhere, nigga. And when what the system that they going by is called the census. The census are the people that goes around and knocks on people's doors and they try to count people. People don't even open the doors for these niggas. And that's what they going by. That's what they going by. That's where their rating system coming from. Everybody see this, hey, this is census, we coming through. They get the kids in the neighborhood to go and knock on people's doors to try to count the fucking people. If you go on a block where there's 10 houses on each side of the fucking street, only about 5 of them gonna open up their door. And especially if it's a fucked up, if it's a bad neighborhood, ain't nobody open their door. They don't give a fuck. Little kids right here is crazy. That's what they judging at. So they saying 23% of black folks is alive, which the days is 23%. That means that you're at least in the 70%. So really the city, if every black folk was to leave their job inside New York City, the city they won't get done for one day. There's not enough white folks. And now they got to put in foreigners. Now they bringing in so many foreigners, it's so many different languages, and most of these niggas that's already in the police system, they dumb as a motherfucker. They don't understand all this shit. They covering it up and they making it bad. The city will be a disaster. It would be a fucking disaster if every black folks leave their fucking job and go in another part of the state and make their own New York City. And if they go and make their own New York City with their own money and their own funding, and don't think for one time it can't be done. It can't be done. With 5 entertainers, they can do it. 5 entertainers could create a city for about 7 million people. But they just gotta know what, cause you know what I'm saying too. First of all, when you buy land, everything you own the land you buy, that's all yours. So when you start building the land, you use your own resources from what you just accumulated from there. So that shouldn't cost you nothing. The only thing gonna cost you is straight labor. But once you start getting all this other shit done, then you fucking good money. It could be done, man. They in systems that they can't do these things. You don't think these niggas want to do this thing? You don't think the niggas want to be billionaires? You don't think these niggas really want this shit, B? They want that shit. And what's so crazy is we need that shit. But they're in the system. They can't do it. So that's why there's only certain people that can get to certain jobs and get certain things because they do it with everybody, yo. Every system, they got everything locked down. They got everything in smash. But people don't even think people even operate like that. But that's what they do. Because you realize shit fucked up. Nigga, you know shit fucked up around here. Everybody's feeling this shit right now. Everybody's feeling this shit right now. But what's so crazy is citizens can build that. Citizens could actually put in $100. $100 could bring you back $1,000. And as a matter of fact, I'll say $1,200 in 1 year. $100 a month. If people was to contribute to this system. First of all, you got the system. System all got to be clean and gutted out and wood and everything. Whatever gonna farm, whatever you're gonna be there. That's where you figuring out what the hell you got after that point. Then you see what you're gonna build from there. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. School systems and stuff like that. But once a majority of people was doing it, things become cheaper when people was doing it. But now you don't even need no more food. You don't need to go outside to buy food. Because you can start farming your own stuff. Even if you can farm, like say you love catfish. You know what I'm saying? If you love catfish, and say catfish don't grow upstate New York, you can make an aquarium and farm catfish. Now you got it. So it depends. You got to get creative. You got to take advantage of technology. And the cheap meaning that you can say, okay, you know what I'm saying, by the time you ready to move in, yo, a mansion, you be don't have a mansion. Your mansion may have 5 bedrooms and 5 baths. And that should cost you $100,000. But it's upstate New York. It's upstate New York. We got to be ready to live on the ground. They call it living on the grid. That's what they call it. But me, it's like camping out in luxury. You know what I'm saying? But you got to make sure you take care of your land because, yo, some areas got bears. You just got to know where you're going to put your system at. But once the bears understand